Okay, so welcome back to my channel. I promised to be here this hour, so we are now live. We are streaming live. So anytime you come across this live stream, like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So tonight we are going to go through a lot. It's still evening in maybe in some countries, depending on where you're watching from. Let us go through an important issue. Okay, I don't know if you are aware of what happened, the impact of disappearance of PM. I don't know if you are aware of that, but we are going to go through it, and they will have a video to share with you. So please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Chidin Joko, I see you are the first one to make a comment. I said not to ask for comment now, but you are the first to make comment, and I appreciate you for that. We are going to spend maybe 1 hour or 1 hour plus on this live stream, depending on how the whole thing flow. If it flow well, why not? We continue the broadcast. But let's see. After the disappearance of PM, Nigerians celebrated heavy celebration. Heavy celebration. They celebrated as if everything, they have won a jackpot. And the video that I would like to share with us here is from somebody that is a Nigerian. So let me just maybe we need to start from that video. Okay. But before then, let me say this. Very important. Saboteurs are not something that you can eradicate. They're always there. Godwin, I see you. Obiora, I see you, my brother. Please like the video. Click on the like button. I want to hit on the like button so that others will join us, because we are just starting. Okay, we are just starting. You join us at the right time and support us by liking the video. Saboteurs are not something that you can just eradicate anyhow. Israel went through a lot of challenges during their time. They had saboteurs in their midst. Okay, Odo, I see you. Okay, Udo. Okay, Udo. Okay, Udo, I see you. Greeting. I see you. So Israel went a lot of challenges during their time. Saboteurs in their midst. When today the world believes, some people believe they don't have nuke. They don't have nuke in Israel. They don't have nuke. Why I'm going through that, I just want to tell you one of the major sabotage in Israel history, and the person that sabotaged them, leaking the kind of format, how they're building their nuke, secret nuke. They have nuke even today, but if you check the countries, list of countries that have nuke, Israel is not among. Although everybody believes they have it, how can you say they don't have it when they can dictate when Iran is trying to build their own? You know what I mean? What that means? Is an Israeli man, I think one of the scientists, leaked the information, sabotage it. What did they do? They went after the person to make sure others learn from that. Can we say that the same thing from our, in our place? Can we say that sabotage or saboteurs, that this is their state, this is their seed that you are going to give to them because of what they have done? You can't say that, because it's just like if the best way to live in our land today with respect and authority, get yourself involved in sabotage, the land belongs to you. You will be respected. During the time of Ojukwu, during before Biafran War, before the commencement of the war, saboteurs are at work. We have saboteurs, of course. Then Ojukwu tried his best to curtail that kind of, this kind of sabotage that we are facing today. So it's not that there's no time And not only Biafran, you can't say that, okay, in so years you don't face sabotage. Every country, even after independence, existing recognized country are facing sabotage. They have sabotage in their midst. But how you work, how you stop them and deal with them is what matters. That's what differentiates you or our people that are facing a very huge number of saboteurs now. Even Nigerian have saboteurs in them, but their own is everybody is just like a lot of scavengers in their midst. Country like US have saboteurs. So it is something that exists with humanity. It's not something that you can eradicate just like that. The issue, what differentiates each country is how they deal with their own saboteurs. During this, when the war was kind of starting up, a lot of people are busy sabotaging. Zig played his own role, trying to sabotage in his own way. We know all those things. You see, you can go and check it. So it was just like stage by stage by stage by stage. But how you deal with that, how you stop them or challenge them or confront them, that is what determines. That is what matters. And that is the only thing that will stop other people, baby saboteurs, from graduating from that baby saboteur to main saboteurs. But in this issue of oh, let me not just call them out, oh, I'm scared. You are grown, you are training a lot of saboteurs without knowing, because of the way you handle the one that is open. Now, if you notice, Ojukwu was not fighting, he did not fought that war outside Biafra land. He was in our land, in Biafra land. Why was it so possible? Like, why was it possible for him to stay in our land without being captured, even though saboteurs that are fighting was looking for a way to sabotage him? The reason why Abu was not even angry with him, everybody accepted to fight that time, was because of the level of fighting the death from the north. Like, before the war, there's this kind of I don't want to say genocide. Okay, they buy our people like never before in the north. They were packing the dead body and heaping it, just sending it back to east. Happy might see you, and Benson, all of you that are commenting. Thank you, Ben. I will see all of you. Thank you for your comment and your support. Please help me click on the like button. We are just 8 minutes in the broadcast, so like the video and subscribe. Hit the like button, very, very important. First, I see you. Good evening to you. Why our people it was like we don't have any choice. It was because of the level of the people they buy. Our people have this, in fact, almost every family, they had no choice than to do that. Why are we now waiting for our people to be quiet like before? Before you can say, okay, you have pushed me enough. Why are we waiting for that to happen to us? All the Fulani people have, they have us both in our head and in our leg. In our leg, by our people living in the north, who refuse to even read the news about what's happening in the east, and the response from our people in the east. They are still there, relaxing. Some of them, as we speak, some of them just finished painting their house in the north today. Some are renovating, some are even digging foundation in the north as we speak. These are people that lost a lot of people before the war. I'm not saying in the war, before the war. They buy a lot of people in the north before the war. That was why it's somehow possible for Jugu to convince Biafrans, Igbo people to support him, because it was not by him. He was just trying to remedy to save our people, just a kind of offering some remedy just to help our people because there was no choice. Everything you have, you can see it being burned down. A lot of family lost their loved ones. Some family lost both everything, children, mother, everybody was being tied in the knot. That was the reason why some people said, okay, we are going to support Ojukwu to do this. Must we wait until that can happen again before we now say, okay, this is the problem, this is what. So why are we sleeping over the whole thing? Israel waited for them to be quiet like never before in Europe before they said, okay, we need to go home, and they went home. Did they stop them? Did they stop saboteurs in their midst to show their sabotage skill? No. They faced a lot of saboteurs in their midst, even after traveling back to their country. But they designed a way of dealing with any sabot that will rise. You're gonna face the consequences. What is the consequences of sabots in our land today? We don't have any consequences yet, and that is why we can never ever advance to achieve anything meaningful, believing that everything is gonna work well. I saw a video of brokers of Sanak Barawa. He said that, the video that we talked about, we analyzed yesterday. In that video, he said something about that there's some people, COS people, marching in the soccer. How did he know? Since he's not interested about the new recruitment that is going on and all that, because they are looking for a way to sabotage that recruitment, even though they are fighting for Biafra. Because to them, it must be me that is going to fight any person, which I'm not against them defending the land. I'm not against them. But this issue of holding our people, hostage or ransom, you want me to come out to do this? Okay, pay me this. You must do this. It's a very big tax. So if you allow it to sell, we all will come back to regret it. Elochuko Patrick said, good evening to you. Okay, thank you. And Zion, I see you. Saint, of course, my brother, I see you. If you want to progress like a new nation, like Biafra, for example, you want to have your own country, you want to have your independence, right? First thing, you need to design a way of dealing with sabotage. Number one, I'm not here to suggest any way for you, so that people know so that you are using the platform to promote anything, that kind of thing. It's left for government to do that. But the truth of the matter is that government need to have a way to curtail this kind of any sabotage at all. What is the mechanism? Like, what is the measure that Biafran have to deal with any saboteur? Nothing at all. You can't survive without having anything. You must have something that is well known to everybody, whether you support Biafra or not. That if you do this, this is what you are going to face. You know that kind of thing. That will send the signal to every living soul that if you do this, you may face this. If you know that kind of thing. If you go there, this is boundary. There is no boundary whatsoever. It's not something that one individual will say, okay, I am a commander. No. It must be something that one general accepted principle that government need to set out there to to measure the attitude and the words from everybody that come from Biafra. This is no gay. Don't say it. This is no gay. Don't do that. If you do it, this is the penalty for that. We don't have that, and nobody cares to talk about it. Having that will also help you to set a record or set a track that you need to follow to make sure that this idea of idea of allowing everybody to jump in and jump out, jump in and jump out. Say whatever you want to say. Oh, I know, you know me now. Me and I have number of COS. He can cover me, I cover him. If you don't do that, if you actually want to be like other country, immediately you design that measure to checkmate everybody that is now you are doing this, you are saying that, don't do that, don't do that. That will help you to know your target. Every country have targets. Both those that are struggling to have their independence, those that already have their independence, they have a target. Some of us, when you hear Donald Trump saying that, when you hear him saying that American first, if you want to break down that word, American first, simply means American interest first. What is the interest of Biafra? To have freedom, right? Freedom. Knocking at doors of nations of the nations of the world, like different other countries, begging them to assist you, without looking for their interests and meet the goal, the target. Sit down, prove to them that you have this. You can cut deal with them. For you to survive in this country, in this world, you must cut deal. If you like, call all Biafran to queue to line up and vote Trump or any president. That will not give them the interest of the country, because these white people are not like black. Once they appear as a president, they don't because their people are checking them. They don't look at their own personal interest like black people do. The interest of the country is what they want to come first, because they drive joy in making sure that citizens of the country praise them, see them as that they have done well. That alone gives them joy. So meaning that number one thing they go after is the country's, the nation's interest, not the interest of a president and his cabinet, not the interest of Kaba, his party. No. How are we trying? How can we get our freedom? How can we get our freedom? By ignoring their interests, like what they want, what they actually want to achieve. Like all this come, like I said, their interests come first. That is how Nigerian was able to convince Finland. Nigerian look around and say, okay, let us cut deal with them. What are they looking for? Because if you want to catch fish, you need to use fish feed, like the food that fish normally eat, to catch a fish. If you want to catch lion, you need to look the thing that lion like and use them just to set the trap. If you want to catch snake, use that thing that snake normally eat to catch snake. But this idea of sending a document, I don't know the content of the document, but to cut deal is beyond document. And that brings me to what you need to do. What you need to do for them to listen to you, even though you know that you have resources, natural resources. Yes, they know that you have it, but they are human beings. They need to also check if you have access to that thing that you have. What is the possibility of you giving them that thing that you have, if they actually don't want to listen to you? To prove to them is what you do in homeland. What you do in homeland determine how they will listen to you, how they will know that truly there's hope that they're going to give us this thing, that you're going to get this thing that you say that you have. Then they set a deal. No country will wake up and say, come and carry this and go and fight. When you fight, you give me this. No. Because other countries they're just like a schoolmate. All these European countries, they're just like a classmate. They watch each other's back. The interest of one is the interest of all, because they know that anytime they want to gain something from those mushroom countries in Africa, that those ones will also have their back. It is because of personal interest of those countries that actually made them to start moving from Europe to Africa to conquer, to colonize. They colonized a lot of African countries, not all the African countries, and they were able to share it among themselves. That was why you see how close Cameroon is to Nigeria. But you have French-speaking Cameroon and English part of Cameroon. Why was it so? Because France and Britain sat down and discussed, even Portuguese. Okay, because they respect each other. They know that it's all about interest. They share the Africa is just like a cake. They use knife and divide everybody. You know that kind of thing. Go with this one, go to everybody went with their own. If you want to liberate yourself, these people, for example, if French want to if Cameroonian, for example, those French-speaking African countries want to liberate themselves from French, Britain will be there to make sure to hold their back, to hold France, very strong, hold their hand, to make sure that as an African man, you will not pull off. When they also need backup, France will go there to hold them. That was why when Biafra was fighting for survival, France joined hand to throw Budiwe. Britain, of course, even Russia, they were throwing that not because they want to colonize Nigeria, no, but to support their brother Britain, the European counterpart, because of interest. Now, for you to prove to them that you can do something, it's not by sending file alone. No, you have to step up the game. You have to step up the game. Do something that will make them to say it's okay. You guys are up to something. Then you can strike deal. And once you strike deal with any of this country, the country that is holding Nigeria, for example, will look for a way to discuss. They will not approach you. They will start looking for the people that are that have that deal with you, to make sure that they weaken you. That is exactly what happened between Finland and Nigeria today. So all this idea of you are holding the British passport, I'm holding French passport. Once it has to do with that deal, that passport Gabako, if that they will turn against their own constitution. So, having said that, let me bring this video for you to see. And please like the video. Like the video. If you are just joining us, like the video. Let me assume that you did not remember to like it. Use the opportunity and click on like button. You have almost 60 people watching, but 15 people have liked the video. Not even half of the number of people watching. So please click on the like button. Click on it. Okay, I want to share this video with us. Not this one. Not this one. Not this one. Not this one. Let me bring this one. One Nigerian. I don't want to say one Nigerian because the guy is a Nigerian. He made a video, and that video is what I want to play. Want to share it with you. I want to bring that video forth. Okay, not here. He says something, and when I looked at that at his comment, I said, yes, this guy, what he said here, even though is irritating, but there's an atom of truth on that, and that's why we need to go through it. Let me get it up. Obi, thank you for that. Thank you. Kinsley, I see you. Chimaroke, I see you. Temple. And who again? Prince. Emmanuel. Okay, thank you guys. And please help me click on like button. Some of you don't like to hit the like button. I don't know if you are if maybe your own platform in your own YouTube, you have to pay money before you do that. Okay, let me go there. Just a moment. Don't feel discouraged. I am getting there. I'm getting there. Okay. Now, um, this man says something about a kind of is. You may see if you see the title, you see it sounds like it sounds like he's mocking Biafrans. Maybe you say that he's mocking Biafrans. He said CIA Biafran's future is Biafra future in jeopardy. You understand? And let me not waste time. Let's see the video. Now hear him. Let me take it back a bit.
IPOB in disarray. I'll be back. IPOB in disarray.
IPOB disarray.
Hope you guys are doing well. I'll be quick here regarding this topic. IPOB is in disarray.
Please, can you hear what he's saying? If you can hear him, please let me know. Let me continue while waiting for you to confirm that.
One thing we need to know, or let me paint a picture. Just give me 1 minute. So last year, where someone will say, well, IPOB, okay, the subject of this matter is Simon Eber. So Simon Eber said he was going to declare the Biafran whatever last year. And there was a big announcement, the preparation was going, he was updating his files here and there. That it's going to be one of the greatest assembly and sorts. People were jubilating, calling him, praising him. He's done well, this and that. And the next thing we heard that he's been arrested. The few days to the event, they took him away.
Can you hear him? Can you hear him? Please let me know in the comment section.
The IPOB guys or the ESN, the Biafran guys, I think the move to take a few days to the event was not, it didn't come up just like that. It was planned just to disrupt the event. But surprisingly, the Biafran guys managed to conduct themselves, and they pulled it off. And after that, they gathered together and made a protest, and all sorts. Well, I saw the protest. I knew nothing was going to happen. It was just a protest, and they've all gone. And let me not use the word fizzle the way he wants. Now, don't be afraid there, but just listen. I want you to, in this CIA, that's what we call it, commentary, interview and analysis. I'm just commenting for that. But just want to, in this show, I want to, this number one word, self-interest. Yeah, self-interest. Self-interest. Now, when someone ever was picked up, many Nigerians were happy. So after he was picked up, a couple of weeks later, we saw the Finnish government representative and Norway. They came to Nigeria. Yes. And they were attacked. So they said, well done, these guys have done very well. Someone ever wasn't arrested just, It was a move because of self-interest. What was the self-interest? The European system, the government there, because they have self-interest in Nigeria, they are looking for opportunities. And they can be searching for opportunities, or they want to collaborate with Nigerians or Nigerian industry or whatever, they need someone else was a stumbling block.
Okay, so that is it. That Simon Ekpa was a stumbling block. Stumbling block in the sense that they want to make sure they have everything they want. Do you understand? They want to make sure that oil get to them, because now Finland is facing recession. I don't know, many of you are not aware of it. Just like here, Buhari voted in Nigeria before. Finland are having it as we speak. The economy is going down, and because of Yemen and Ukraine, all the European countries are looking for alternative for energy, and Nigeria have that. And the best way to cut that deal, is to use PM to do that. Sorry about that. Let's continue.
I'm not saying that now. I'm not saying they should go and unalive people and no, that's going to the issue. If allegedly they said he was aiding people or pushing people or supporting whatever, but let's leave that for now.
Let me take it back a bit again.
A stumbling block.
Stumbling block. Start from here.
He was a stumbling block, and they looked at the whole thing. Because when it comes to international law, someone ever has the freedom to express himself. I'm not saying that now. I'm not saying they should go and unalive people and no, that's going to the issue. If allegedly they said he was
okay,
aiding people or pushing people or supporting whatever, but let's leave that for now. Now, Simon Ekpa was a stumbling block, and they needed to take him out. And they quickly did that. And they came back to Nigeria. And all is well. But the thing that the Nigerian army now came out and said, yeah, we are preparing for extradition. Well, that will not happen easily. Why?
Now, before he continue, sometimes you need to ask yourself, what is your own interest? You see how all these countries are, despite in their constitution, you have right to do this, you have right to do this one, we give you freedom, we are a freedom nation. Now, where's that freedom? Selfish interest. Some of you may say, oh, it's not selfish, they are protecting their interest. Yes, but can you also protect your own? Can you protect your own? Everybody have seen what happened in Finland. You see, all these African countries are for like Nigeria. They are corrupt. They are this, they are that. These white people that brought democracy and this one, Christianity, all these things. Whenever he has something that has to do with their own well-being, they will drop their religion, they will drop their constitution, they will drop everything and go for that thing. And they will make sure they get it done. And you cannot just take it away from them. But if we can do our own, what I mean by we, I'm talking about even all the African countries. Learn how to use what you have to get what will benefit your people. Not about selfish interest. Imagine and some of these African leaders are cutting deals that are very, very stupid. To arrest Simon Ekpa, who is asking for freedom of his people, then in exchange of energy, that would have given you a lot of wealth to boost your economy and help your citizens. Biafrans are asking for freedom. One, because of mismanagement of the economy or Nigerian system, everything is upside down. Two, because of the hatred, marginalization of one section of the so country that you say you are forcing them to be part of, but you want to segregate. You want to make sure that these people are well treated. The other one are the slave. You know what? Talking about slavery, everyone every master that have a slave will find it difficult to let his slave to go to get freedom until you know as a slave that you need to fight your way out. Otherwise, the least thing, one of the least thing that your master will do is to allow you to go free. You have to fight for your freedom. And when you are fighting, they'll be calling you names. The issue, we have oil, we have all these things. No country will listen to us. If you just go there without telling them how you get it, how can they help you to harness it? Because one on was like before, then it can work like maybe in 50s, in 40s, in 30s, even in 60s, and early 70s. It may work like that. But now it's not, because countries are not like everybody know what you know. There's technology is not, now if you want to cut deal, it is very, very easy to leak that you are now working with social country. If you want to approach, how can you approach Russia now when you are not disciplined? Because setting the measure on how to tackle saboteurs, for example, there are many things to set that kind of measure on. I'm using saboteurs because that is one of the top in my own list too, is topping the list of problems that we are facing now. To tackle that, to solve it, you have to prove to countries that you have a way of dealing with this kind of thing, because they themselves, they know that's a problem. They know the problem. You know, there's one American guy that was trapped. The guy ran to Russia, and I think he cannot enter. Somebody is this Steve Ward? That I forgot the name of that young guy. I can picture his image, but I forgot his name. They said that he leaked FBI details to Russia. Then that was during the time of Obama. If you know, you can just help me on that on comment section. Because of what? He leaked him. So that's the act of saboteur. Like the person trying to sabotage the American security system. If anyone that tried it, there's consequences. As a people who want to liberate themselves, and we know that sabo is something that's in everywhere. But you have classes of saboteurs. So, but now we don't have anything whatsoever. That is why you see somebody will on his camera and start telling you that man on ground that he's tracking a gentle, that the gentle should be, you know, a lot, so many of them. I don't even know where to start. So many of them. Hear the guy again.
Number one, Simon Edman's wife is finished. I mean, she's a
He's just giving excuses like, okay, let me take it back again. So just pay attention. Let me take it back. He's trying to tell you why Simon Edman cannot be, repatriated. Because that's what, after, Nigeria now, I ever allow her allowance. They want to, they after cutting deal with Finland, they say, okay, we are happy that this job well done. Together with Norway. Because all these mushroom European countries that are not even up to Kaduna State, they are the one committing all this thing. And they created a country out of what they stole from Africa. That is just the fact. Today, imagine Norway telling our people how we can live and what Norway cutting deals, how to send and stockfish. Oh no, we're not supply of now. Then ndị nọt ama ma ha na-ego atakwa okporo ka ọ ndị Igbo na ndị Igbo ife na-egokarịda ya bụ ife in reaching them and their own is to tell you what to do. Norway and Finland, you all these none of them, they are all the same. None of them are exempted. They are all the same. They are gathered together. Armstrong, I see you. We, the USB, need to control their resources to deal with the Nigerian and the Western world. My sister, you know, the spirit. You know, the spirit. There's a way to do that. To let them know that you can deal with them is you doing what you can do to stop that day they have. Okay, now what? But our people are still waiting for to brag. We talk a lot and we do little. We do very, 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 very little. We talk too much. Anyway, let me not go there. If anyway,
this number one word, self-interest. Yeah, self-interest. Mark it. Self-interest.
That why they arrest PM is not that PM committed any offense, but it's all about self-interest. You know what self-interest? Self-interest by the leader country of Finland president is gaining something, enriching himself. No, that is different between black people and white. Yes, I've seen that. I've seen the interview. I've seen that. Emma, thank you so much for the super chat. We are fighting for our freedom. Shame to those fighting for their own pocket money. For their own pocket money, okay. Shame to shame to the three Finnish demons in Biafran government that supposedly proud PM, that is Master Monepa, MSE, follows now. We know there are betrayers. There are always betrayers. That is not the fact. There are always, and that, like I said, the easiest way is to start, proving to them that, see, if you do this, this is consequences. Then others will start learning from that. Just like in a family, if you have maybe 3 or 4 children, when one start misbehaving, you say, okay, no, Gina, okay, you just overlook it. Okay, until you force the child not to do this thing, the child will learn from that. That's all I can say about it. For now, that's all I can say. But believe it or not, our people are not doing enough. We are not doing enough. There are some minor things that you're supposed to do that we often ignore, and we are waiting for miracles to fall from sky. I don't. Why is it that if I want to say something, I always want to check it because I don't want to go beyond my limit. If you know, you know. But let's see.
Now, when someone ever was picked up, many Nigerians were happy. But we saw after he was picked up, a couple of weeks later, we saw the Finnish government representative and Norway, they came to Nigeria. Yes. And they were thanked. So they say, well done, you guys have done very well. Simon Ekpa wasn't arrested just, it was a move because of self-interest. What was the self-interest? The European system, the government there, because they have self-interest in Nigeria, they are looking for opportunities. And they can't be searching for opportunities, or they want to collaborate with Nigerians or Nigerian industry or whatever.
There's nothing like, there's no collaboration. It's just energy. If this guy is queer, I believe that you know what they want, but you don't want to say it because you want to be, because as a one Nigerianist, of course, you need to say it as if it's all about government. It's about government. They know it's about the oil. These European people, they know that Biafrans are the owner of those things. Maybe PM have discussed about it with them. Maybe. I'm not saying that Biafrans ignored that, they don't, but for them to believe that thing that you discuss with them, you need to. They want to see how you position your leg in homeland. Or if I'm beginner, right? And then I'll be blowing, can you 14 to stop that kind of thing? Each time they check the news, they will see that, okay, Nigerian government are still laying pipe from Niger Delta to Niger. They are still laying, that kind of thing. They are still signing contracts. So what are you going to tell them to believe that kind of thing? They are human beings, and these are business people. For you to do business, you need to check if truly create the possibility of more able to go and after. Yes, we have talked about this good, so I am willing to deal with to negotiate with you, but I'm afraid that after giving you my own services, you giving me that you promised me may not be there. Even if I give you Ngwogona, Gamma, if you suppose him in here, how will I know that you are going to give me that thing? Because when I check your people, they are still fighting themselves. They are still fighting themselves. How can I trust you that you're going to do what you're supposed to do to liberate yourself when some of your people are still coming to me to telling me that they are not interested in this freedom? And you have our people saying that truly. That is why I said government, people that are in charge, people that are fighting for this Biafra, they need to come up with an idea of, a kind of a stipulation that social things is no gray area. Do you think if Biafra have that kind of thing, and some people have received the penalty before, Bianca will come out and say, well, and do what he did? The answer is no. But if you like, you do broadcast from now to Duncan.com. If you don't have that kind of a kind of spanner to tight what you said, nobody is going to listen to you. If Bianca want to come to Anambra tomorrow, she will go there with comfort, and individual people will come out. Common sense buta abada ke umwai ke abada ke every buta abada se ke yobanaga akwoli aka Bianca daye ma mbombo Bianca daye ma oyechi meses. That kind of thing. That will be the next thing you see. Ona manenu o daye mana no obalandi man. Chineke God. Many of them. Bianca is just one, the recent one though. The guy, this man, elderly man from Nsukka, what is the name of this man? Nawood. He said it openly that he will sabotage you people if you want to, if you call Biafra yes. Yule Doche, the recent, I'm just telling the recent one. I think I shared that on my ex. Just hold on. Because I know level of the sabotage. That even those who offer nothing, they you doesn't mean that I don't share this. Oh my goodness. So I don't have it here. How will I locate his? I don't know. I don't even know his handle because I don't follow him. Or I don't follow him at all. Yure Doche. Let me hold on. Sorry about it. Sorry about that. I have to get. Okay, now listen. Let us read this together. This is Yure Doche. 12 hours ago. 12 hours ago, Yure Doche. Okay, matter of fact, maka you will put a measure, even if you don't want Biafra at all, for the sake of Igbo nation. For Igbo, you still want to be in Nigeria, right? If you want to be in Nigeria, you also need to have a stipulation that any Igbo man that crosses also boundary against Igbo race, that happen, some things must come up. Man, this idea of, we are Republican, anything you want to say, you say it, and we'll clap for you. An Igbo man says he is fighting for Biafra. Then he started buying his own people. So, who then are you fighting for? There can never be any justification for harming your own people, whether they agree with your ideology or not. Only coward buy his own people and make a point, by his own people to make a point. A courageous man protects his people at all costs. From Yure Doche of all people. This man, never stipulation and Igbo. Suppose he faces a very big consequences for taking somebody's wife publicly and abandon the man for nothing. Even he collected the man and the woman and the man's wife, child. Any man, you can marry polygamy and whatever they call that. You want to marry two wives, no problem. Why don't you go for a single lady? But somebody's wife, is it because of Nina Banagama as a Nollywood actor? Where Napo woke Maduia doesn't associate with why a man say he's fighting for Biafra. On Abuja, without Tinubu, he don't even care to investigate anything, because Nigeria nobody investigate anything. They just wake up and look left and right and say, okay, let us do this. That's all. And if you blame them, they will start calling for your head. Yure Doche of all people. Now, I go. People don't know how to do that. Who you mad in no? The same people. You see, even if you, like I said, you don't like Biafra, you think that freedom is just the Japanese. The people are saying nonsense, right? No problem. You want Nigeria. Do you have any way of limiting these people that are bringing everything that Igbo people have to do, that will help Igbo people, home and abroad, to sell our people for a peanut? Nothing whatsoever. Nigerian government, because they know that we have a lot of foolish people. They know what they want. They will give you convoy. Police in that bar, not Trump. How about that village? Intimidate the people. Look at it is all about intimidation and harassment. They will go to the village and start looking down on their casemen. The Igwe community is just like nothing. And this man who deserves even his wife, not his wife, his concubine, that woman who popped down and carry like umbrella. A program a few days ago, you more advice on how to, if you don't allow yourself to be abused in marriage, anything, just go. That your life, what it is true. I agree. But is she in the position to advise women? this concubine on a position to advise anybody about marriage. You jump from your husband wife or husband house, you destroy your Edoche's family, his own, because your is a womanizer, was a womanizer. But he said, ndị abụ ndị na-agwakwa ndị na-ata ịkwụ ọnụ amaghịkwa ọnụ n'okwu na ife ndị Igbo na-agabiga yiri Edochie nọ n'iru ya n'ihe mmadụ bi ekwasị na ndị Igbo. As a Igbo person, are we proud of Yuri, for example? How can you be proud of this guy? How? Look at him. How can you be proud of this guy? But he's out to give advice. To tell Igbo people, he don't even bother to know somebody asked him a question in his comment section. Why don't you give this advice when PM was here? Again. Even though that PM was trying his best, he did all he could. I'm not going to try his best. He did all he can. They are still doing it. Did we learn anything from that? Where is the stipulation on what to do and what to say? How to say it, when it. Everything must not go the way you want it. As a human being, every woman wants everything that's going to happen to go through them. It must come through me. Then I cannot tell people that look at how it is. Or not through you, or I can't say. That was what leads Ken to say that if PM is going to bring, even if PM is to the only place they're going to bring Biafra, let Biafra not to come. And he maintained that he's executing that. The same thing now is what Chiamaka, Asana Barawa and Co. The same thing is what they're doing. It must go through me. If I'm not the Minister of Information or Minister of let allow them to die. Let them die. If they die, then you can see I have proved to them that I am right. I was right. When I told them this, I was right. After proving that you are right, can you please go and resurrect those ones that died for them to see how you are right? They paid for nothing. Then there are some the one man who 30 minutes. Saying this Asawana with the Igbo because there's hunger. If they want to, once they promise them 200,000 a month, of course they will drop out to do that, to do the needful. A good deal $200. And I'm actually a bit kind of trigger. Somebody that cannot even afford to buy the pack of the gravel when they use the catapult. If they like your girlfriend, they will buy you and take your girlfriend and tag you that you are a criminal, you are a kidnapper. Okay, imagine okay, professor the bullet say kidnapper to go after kidnapper. A professor as a governor, buterebe buye kidnappers to go and chase after kidnappers. Who does that? I blame our people by selling PM out. And I signed the petition. All the people that signed the petition, they are all Igbos, no Yoruba people. Igbo people draft out petition to validate, to solidify the Nigerian state claim that PM is causing this and causing that. As they are proving to the Finland that they are also presenting what they want, their personal interest before Nigerian government, before Finland. And Finland look at it, it's a win-win. If they can sacrifice this black guy, there's no problem. After all, he's a black. How can I work in a free nation? Come back and church. Until you have your own land where you can stand and talk. If you like, even in America, it will be difficult for America to ignore their personal interests to protect a black person, the Nigerian descent, because of Biafra. It's not possible. But if you make that, nah, I can understand. Like I said, I have many things to say, but I'm trying my best to maintain my lane as an outsider. As an outsider, I have seen some people who claim they're supporting COS, trying to attach whatever they're saying now with emotion. A geo emotion again with the daughter. It's not. It doesn't work that way. Do I blame Asara Dokupo for sending his Asawana to an Igbo name? No. Asawana and Asara did not invade Igbo land. Somebody invited them. Like always, in name of governor, one stupid title, governor. Governor, believe. That's why somebody will say, "Oh, you're not educated. Yeah, you know, you are talking to this governor, a professor." Right. That professorship is just like a teaching part to me. Just a good. Let me go back to the guy video. Hold on.
A stumbling block. He was a stumbling block.
That PM was a stumbling block.
And they looked at the whole thing. Because when it comes to international law, someone ever has the freedom to express himself. I'm not saying that, now, I'm not saying they should go and unalive people and no, that's going to the issue. If allegedly they said, he was, aiding people or pushing people or supporting whatever. But let's leave that for now. Now, Simon Ekpa was a stumbling block, and they needed to take him out. And they quickly did that. And they came out to Nigeria. And all is well. But the thing that the Nigerian army now came out and said, yeah, we are preparing for extradition. Well, that will not happen easily. Why? Number one, Simon Ekpa's wife is Finnish. I mean, she's a citizen. I think I saw the picture. She's a white lady.
Yes, she is.
Finland. Okay. Now in Finland they have rights. Not like so their wife, and okay, put it this way, someone ever has a son, I think he has a child here, and the wife. Once the wife stands with him, someone ever is going nowhere. Nigeria can waste their money, they can't extradite him to Nigeria. Because number one, they know that Nigeria is hostile to freedom of expression. And Nigeria does not obey human rights. Let's not deceive ourselves. So now, because of that, and with Finland being part of the European Union and what, they...
I love the way he used his mouth and said that Nigeria don't obey human rights and all that. But first of all, he told us here that Nigerians were celebrating when PM was arrested. The question is, you that is not a part of government, you are just a citizen. Of course, a potential victim of human rights abuses, human rights abuse. Because every of you, all of you that are not, your uncle is not a governor, not even a senate, you don't have anybody that represents your family in government. You are potential human rights victim, the human rights abuse victim, because they're going to abuse you one day. Whether Biafra is in Nigeria or not, as a Nigerian, you are just, it's a matter of time. You will become a victim of that human rights abuse that we are talking about. And you are celebrating and clapping when they're using that on another person. That's the one thing that black people do. We love to celebrate pain of another people because we act of hate. We ignore the fact that this person that are perpetrating this kind of crime, or that person that you don't like, will be your own end. It's a matter of time. Why people, what they do is, once they notice that you are perpetrating this kind of evil on another person, the person may not even be their friend or their relatives or anything at all, but they know that you are something bad have happened to somebody somewhere in their circle or in their society, white people will rise up to condemn it, to voice out that time, and to fight against it, that they fighting that person. Why? Because you know back in his mind that now if I allow this thing to continue, I will be the next victim. Black people will know they rule themselves out. Can I go there? That time, I'm okay. So now using that that's the language, the English they will use. When you get to the bridge, you will cross it. Master Magano is in detention unjustly. Nobody is talking about it apart from Yorubas. Yoruba, Fanny Federer, are the one now speaking on behalf of Master Magano as we speak. Like people that matter, people that have big profile, no Igbo man, nothing whatsoever. Everybody is sleeping. The only person that was speaking about it and putting Nigeria on check was Simon Ekpa. Even though they say no, he's the one that keep on that his activities he put Canada there. After the arrest of Master Simon Ekpa, nobody is talking about his court case, anything at all. Everything is just quiet. Nobody cares at all. If I'm lying, please put your comment section. At least 2 months now. Have you seen Masakane in a court? The answer is no. Why? Because the person that always made them to bring him to court is in detention. But I feel the honor. You see, I just pray and wish that our people begin to connect, begin to know yourself. Yes, Israel, Jewish people pass through this thing. No? If you check their history, they really suffered. I'm not saying that we are Jews. I don't believe that we are Jews. Personally, I don't believe that we Igbos come. That kind of story, I don't believe it. That we come from Israel. Personally, I don't believe it. Maybe I am wrong, but as we speak, as of this moment, we are not. We are not. I don't believe it. Maybe we are, but my own Amamihelube, that's why I don't believe it, and that is me. I'm not saying you should believe. You should be like me, okay? I don't believe that Igbos are from Israel. Personally, I don't. I don't buy that idea, and I have my reasons. But not for now. We are not here for that.
Not allow Simon Ekpa to Nigeria because they have this perception that Nigeria will not treat him well. Nnamdi Kanu is an example, but Nnamdi Kanu is still being locked up because the British government doesn't want to get involved because of self-interest.
Okay.
Self-interest.
Ịnakwa no self-interest, ọ bụghị maka gold in Zamfara. Ọ bụrụ maka cocoa from Yoruba land. Oil, energy, gas, natural gas from Master Kano's backyard is the reason why Master Kano is being incarcerated by somebody who has nothing to do with the gas. The annoying part is I'm not angry that Fulani people are taking advantage of our stupidity. I am angry on our people that claim that, because you just imagine Dan Kojuk, for example, as a minister of is it foreign affairs or whatever they dash here, not even by merit, just for her to go after her people. That's why I said in Nigeria today, Igbo people are the most stupid race. Man. The most stupid race is from our from our people. As long as Nigeria exists today, we are the one holding the flag. P2B contested for president. I'm not a supporter of P2B, don't get me wrong. But as an Igbo person, just pay attention. P2B came out that want to be president. Igbo people rally around him, shouting Obi. Even some of Nigerians, not that they love Igbo, but out of the hardship and pain of Buhari, they want something. They want to breathe, have fresh air. They supported P2B in their own little way. P2B won the election. They took the mandate and gave it to another person. Kolo. The Igbo man saw those things. An Igbo man came out and saying, we need to make sure, even an Igbo man, when the election was going on, he don't want Biafra as the one Nigerian, as people who want Nigeria to be one, as an ex-governor. I'm talking about Devil Mai here. He came out and what did he do? He supported Buhari, Tinubu with everything because he wanted to be vice president. After knowing that the president Abomaka Aburebos and Ojo any concern, he don't feel that kind of there's no anger. He was okay with it. He accepted it with all his mind. Then when the device is not coming, he want to be slave president. When that one did not come, they gave him a minister. Same thing they gave Bianca. Now, people he cried the states, bye-bye. Then Igbo people felt okay with that. P2B, can they preach unity, unification of Igbo in Nigeria? Same thing as Zikimekwe. And they push in the north. And in actual problem like this people, that have brain hard to okay matter that now. Bandit, Israel, all this list of Ndo money going on or not are being sponsored by who? Okay, by air. Ikuku supply weapon. None of them have been tracked, not even sponsored. Igbo people don't even have the courage to ask, who is sponsoring these people? What are we doing? If you say it, is either the same day they will do what happened to Obadiah man Lafia. That man, I don't that man that how many of you, I think most of you have seen the video where the man that called for sit at home, Christians should sit at home, after making that kind of teachings, they made sure they eliminated him. They took him out for they just ended the man. Our so-called Igbo politicians are afraid to talk. Then when somebody wants to talk, they will allow themselves to be willing to stop them. That is why I said we are the most stupid tribe as of today. Yes, it's very painful to say, but that's just the fact. We are. Unfortunately, we are the most stupid tribe. Look at Master Monokan. Mention any top Igbo person that are in prison today that Igbo man is not the one that helped them. Mention one. Master Monokan was arrested by and planned everything by Igbo people. IPOB bear the name today. Some of them call them a terrorist group. Igbo man, Ohanese, and the rest of them sat down together, and governors of East gave that name, thinking that name will scare Master Monokan away. And that name still, Biafran are struggling to remove the name. PM is here. What did they do? Igbo people, even those who say they are fighting for Biafra, they join hands together to take him out. That's why sometimes if I see anybody crying that they're buying people in our land, I feel like, are you joking? It's not something that you need you can stop by crying or lamenting. No. It's not something that you can do that, because one, you need to understand that our people don't wake up until something heavy hit them. Like I said at the beginning of this broadcast, when that Ojukwu went to war, he fought that war because Igbo people they have applied the Igbo to the extent that they have no choice. Imagine today, just let me tell you, now we know that we have a lot of people living in the north. Now, the same thing, that's how it were. They buy them and they brought our truck, this gongoro. Now to buy Ozundi Bonia, and now pack until Oju. They will drove them from north to Enugu and heap the body, go back, pack another body, heap. That was what happened. Oh, we go only Igbo jelly, no Gabelo on Enugu. I think co-work. Go and play just after the broadcast. Go and play Osadebe music on Igbo. Listen to the release of that song. a group of Igbo people digging coal in Enugu, mining coal for white people. Now, even now, even the Igbo Igbo have already that. Makani name, oh, she help. As if you just wake up. Maybe you think that people are talking about freedom because we want to have a country, we want to mock other tribe. That's not what it means. It is just a fight to survive. Whether you like it or not, that's what it is. Go and play Osadebe only Igbo. I would have played it here, but all my copyright. But after this program, go and look, search Osadebe, Stephen Oster Osadebe only Igbo. That track. Is it only Igbo? Is it only Igbo? Is it only Igbo the track? So let me not give you, but the track is about only, but I don't know the album name. Okay, I don't know the album name. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can get it up for you. A group of Igbo people digging coal, mining coal for white people in Enugu. They asked for increment in their salary. In the other name in slavery and all that. He said to buy them up. Without cash war. Then the annoying part is that okay for that our people don't learn from that. It's not something that just started today. It had been like that from day one. If you like every sensible nation after buying them in 60s will not go back to build house in the north. In our every sensible people like nation after facing what they faced before the war will not go back to north to build a house and live. Even if you want to live there, you must live like with one leg, not building one of the best house you can build in the world. You put it there in the north before building. Neighbor neighbor become a watch. It's a drug in a watch. I know yours. Neighbor become a watch. Somebody thinking an about. Oh, an about. Oh, Sadebe. Just a moment. Well, ego mmewugide kịta ụta nọ kịta. Awụla ego mmewugide na nkwunye gaa na alụ nọ n'Abuja. No. Also, if I want to live in Abuja, I will rent the house. Yes, I don't mind in Ako 10 million a month. But I can't build. But you see a state in Abuja owned by Igbo, I not brag. In that Igbo man is built this country. Igbo man is built. You are stupid. You are. Oh God, Chineke mere mmadụ ebere. Is it this song? That's it. Moment. Is it this one? On Igbo. What's that there? Just a moment. Not this one. Not this one. So let me just give me time. Our people, money is their God. Yeah, you may say that Godfrey said Fulani can never do this to their people. For what, one? But they got for Igbo otipute. Oh, near the sense. Near sense. That I will be your end. You on Jakile. You on Jakile. Guinea again now. What will you gain? What will you gain? Go and change this track. Okay? I don't know if I don't want to have any issue with you. Okay? That is only Igbo. If you listen to the release of this song, it's all about what happened to Igbo people. For just working for their master. You understand? And they buy those people. Not only that guy, not only on Igbo, so all the workers there. Okay? They buy them. So that is the song. That is the song. Let's continue. Let us go back to what this guy was saying.
So let me continue. British government doesn't want to get involved because of self-interest. Self-interest. Yes. So let me continue. Now, they can't extradite someone else because the wife and the child.
Let them finish their advertisement.
And the supposed preconceived idea that Nigeria does not obey, does not abide, by the UN Charter, the UN, the human rights. So that will not happen. But one thing I want to say, you see the IPOP guys making, I don't want to say they're making noise. Their strategy.
You have said it already, isn't it? You don't want to.
Their strategy is weak.
Yeah, this is the part I was looking for. The IPOP guys, that's their fans, that their strategy is weak. This is the only thing that this guy said that I say, yes, you are 100% right. Very, very, very weak. It is, if some of us don't want to admit it, but it is true. I don't see Yoruba people, if they want to fight for their freedom, if what happened to Igbo people happened to Yoruba people, they will freedom and came now. It is not about gun. Gun, yes. But where you are fighting that gun is very, very important. Imagine if this oil is in the north. How dare you? Even if you talk about, if you dare mention anything about oil on television, he will measurement where so. That measurement that's something that that I said here, that I'm planning to people to know how to bring out measurement. So, because our people we are too loose, weak is the word which this guy used. Somebody will come out and okay, let me just hear what he said about his own reason.
Yes, it's weak. Because if they want to make their name, if they want you see, you can't say, oh, that we have someone that they support what's his name, Trump, and somehow they are expecting Trump is after his own interest and the American interest.
Period.
If Nigeria is not for their interest, they would like it to collapse. But if the special interests, if Nigeria benefits the Americans, they will allow Nigeria to stay the way it is.
Are you getting the point? This is not a Biafra, no. Telling you this.
Yeah. To stay the way it is. Anyway, the point I want to put here because of time is Simon Ekpa, I don't see him being extradited to Nigeria. Nah. It's not going to happen. But the move to shut him down has been achieved. Let's see what happens. I will update when I hear.
Why it is the move is to shut him down has been achieved or seem to yield a very positive, solid result, more than the one of Mazen Monokan, is because of Oginkere and his camp. And that is where we are heading to. Because now we are done with this, what this guy said. Okay, what he said here, I accept. It is true. The strategy is very, very, very weak, and it's somehow funny that somebody you have. Just imagine, definitely Division Army under Commander Royce, his handle. Okay, why I don't? Because some of you say, "Oh, he's not a commander. He's not." You know, he is. In fact, I even believe that he's either him and Butozo is working hand in hand. He's not Sana Barawa, he's not Chamaka. This guy is commander inside. That's not the fact. So for some of you claiming that he's not, he is. I have read his post time with that number. And mind you, that account they did not just create the account after the arrest of Mazam Samarepa. He had been here posting before then. So why do you think that or how can you tell us that all of a sudden he's no longer a commander? PM, we know that each time you see any handle that is trying to represent or the PM falsely, maybe not the real handle. PM always post it and say, "Tell Biafran to distance yourself from this handle," and want the person to shut it down with immediate effect. So we have seen the handle. He has been here all this while. So now I believe that he is Royce, and Royce is a assistant or personal assistant to Butozo, or he is the Butozo himself. Butozo knows him and he knows Butozo. That's not the fact. If he's not Butozo himself. Now, why I don't believe from my own angle, my own mind, I don't believe he is the Butozo. It's because there's a post that he made one day. He made a mistake. He said, "I am Butozo." Even though he started putting Commander Ross, aka Butozo, of late. So, few days ago, maybe last week, or even it should be last week, he posted something and he put, "I am Butozo." So then I know that he's not, after claiming that he's Butozo, I found out he's not Butozo. But whether he is not the issue. That is not a problem to me. But that handle has said something that caught made me start questioning some things. Something like COS is banned from entering Biafra. COS is banned from entering Biafra. That handle have said that in the past. That same handle have actually warned people abroad that is talking against Oginkere and what they want. That handle have never for once warned anybody that insult. If for example, if I come here and start telling you that, "Oh, the Liberation Army are this, they are that, they are this, they are that, they are buying people, they are criminal, they are scammer, they are this, they are kidnapper, and blah 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 blah." They will issue a statement immediately threatening my life. That that kind of thing. That's what they will do. But when you can go Ruago and many other US members or even people in Nigerian circle say the same thing, they will move their mouth. So how do you want me to explain that? How do you want me to digest that kind of thing? What is the message they are passing? I don't know if you follow what I'm saying. Because when I said that they need to bring out some measurement, a kind of stipulation on what you have or what you must do and what you must not do as an able person, or maybe as not even as a Biafran, but in the Igbo. So they're supposed to have that kind of thing. Something that you don't, that people they don't take this, they can't accept this. Not by going to TV station to condemn and go back home. No. They need to have consequences. Even to checkmate the governors. Since you want to be in Nigeria, you need to also have a way of checkmate. Not this is not about judiciary system, because every nation, every other tribe or nation, Hausa, Northerners have their own. What the Imam says will be the same thing what the Sadiki will say, will be the same thing what their politicians will say, will be the same thing what their Lamajiri will say. That's what some people say one mind. It's not by one, but because they have a measure. If you talk anyhow, you see anyhow. That's the method they're using. What are we using now on? Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. That is why today Hope Osulma was single-handedly employ Asad Dokubo, who came out in public on a live video with a rifle and said that he's gonna chase Igbo people anywhere they are until he made an attempt and he see otherwise. Then he ran away. He kept quiet. He started saying that that IPOB had been hijacked by one guy in Finland called Simon Ekpa, that Nnamdi Kanu don't have the capacity anymore. That because he tried to do something and he was resisted by different division army. After resisting him, he went back. Now that PM is not here, they watched. Because one thing, it's not as if they're not afraid of their own life. All of them are afraid of their own life. I will tell you why. How many of you remember that before the invasion of Mazam Kano, Nigerian army went to Ifodukube with a mounted roadblock on the road that leads to Mazam Kano's house? They did not go there. That was the first attempt. They were very close with armor tank for days. People use a drone to capture their videos. For some of you claiming that, you just started talking, you just started watching, following Biafra, you don't know anything. We are here before, we are here before. So they used drone to capture the position of the army. The road that leads to Mazam Kano's house. They came that area because they don't know how kids were calling and begging. Biafra, there was no reaction, no challenge, nothing whatsoever. They said, okay, it's like these people are vulnerable to invade. They went back. After some, every morning you see them there. Biafra started issuing press release. Oh, we are seeing Nigerian army. What are they doing here? We are wanting Nigeria to go back. We are wanting, one. How many will you give? But somehow they are still suspecting that maybe you never can tell because they are human beings. After noticing that you couldn't do anything, they invaded the house. After some time, when they captured Mazam Kano in Kenya, they did not transport Mazam Kano immediately from Kenya to Nigeria. They waited to know if there's any reaction, and there was no reaction. They said, Mazam Kano by straight. Are you getting the point now? So it's not as if they will just go, because no, they are also watching their back as well. What I'm saying is I'm not calling for war. Don't forget that. I'm not saying you should buy anybody. What I'm saying is that our land, we are facing a lot of threats, both home and abroad. Had Ojukwu stayed outside Biafra to fight that war, they would have arrested him the way they arrested PM and deported him. That is not the fact. Because he was not able to reach out to have a concrete agreement with the country where he resides. Imagine if when PM, because when PM was here, imagine if they were busy trying to all those things. Finland would have known that there's nothing for Nigeria to sign an agreement with them. But if you're going to go to us, and they yoga has not na mbagi went Niga Katana Boko Naga Amaga Kana America. Or what if you make you go to Sumida? When the game of the game, that kind of thing. But let me just hands off on that issue. But people who know will know. Everything is not about bye. To reach that dialogue or reach agreement with anybody, you need to also show that you are willing to protect yourself. You are willing to, in fact, you know your root, you know your worth. That's why Finland look at everything and say, no, how can we trust these people? And see what happened now. See what happened. Meaning, everybody knows that PM did not commit any offense. Even Finland government know. So now Paraguay, out of desperation, is telling people, oh, don't talk about Finland because they love you. They protected you. They are this, they are that. They know that everything is just, you are just trying your best, but we don't have the stamina, and that's why this guy said that Biafra, the strategy is weak. Yes, he's right. It is weak, and it's not a good one at all. So, my people, we have come to an end of this live broadcast. Okay, let me. If our people are not stupid, go on. Obasanjo Gumi will not say what they said. That turn out to be the truth. The truth must be spoken. Thank you. Yes. And there's someone asked a question before. I think I skipped that question. I don't know how to locate it. I don't even know his name anymore. Let me see if I can locate it. Okay. Someone said that Emma said that breaking news. Mas Namakan is coming to Abuja Court on Monday, 10th of February 2025. Freedom is coming. Hopefully, but my dear brother, they are not going to release Mas Namakan. I don't believe that, because the Northerners have told Tinubu that one is no gay area. Because Mazakan is not that it's not because of Biafra, but it's because of the takeover of our land. Mazakan is the one that exposed the strategy and the plan. That some of us would have been sleeping, would have been asleep, while they are already they have already taken our land. You just wake up and see people that are telling you what to do, giving you instruction like you must not cut your beards anymore. All your trousers must be jump up. You know that kind of thing. Say, Oga, I love you and your wisdom. Why is it that other Igbos learn from people like you? Thank you for that. We are all learning from each other, my dad. Godfrey said the only thing that is delaying the extraditing of PM is his son. That is what people are saying, but you can never tell. You can never tell. A lot is at stake. His Master has divorced his wife, so that's why most of you are emphasizing more on his son. But with all these things, how is it possible to achieve this Biafra? That's from Ezekiel. Ezekiel, as long as you're able to identify this problem, to achieve your freedom is possible. But are you willing to do what you're supposed to do? To know that, to do what other people have done. Not to buy, but at least do what you need to do and when you need to do it. I'm not a leader of any group. I'm not in the decision making of anybody. I'm not in decision making body of any group. So what I'm saying here is just mere reaction and putting my own comment. I'm not a freedom fighter. I'm not an agitator, but I'm a concerned Biafran, and I'm an Igbo person that understand that our land is just there for Fulani to take. Many of you don't understand what that means. That your land is there for someone to take. You think it's a joke. Not only Igbo land, they have told their people that Allah gave them Nigerian for them. That is not their ancestral home. Do you blame them? Not really. Because many countries of this world, many countries today, they are where they are today because of conquest. They fought war to take over. Some fought war to redeem themselves. Nobody, if you, in this world we are living, if you stay anywhere you find yourself, if you are not strong to remain there, others will fight you and push you away and take over. Yeah, you getting the point? So war is not something that just is not a new thing. In the Bible, some of you that are Christian will understand how many war. Can you count it? A lot. It's all about taking over land, dominating. And Fulani don't believe that in 21st century that is how that they are moving away from that. No. And it's unfortunate that we are very close to people like that kind of nomadic life at this present age. It is now your duty to push back. But if you don't push back, then forget about it. Ị ga na-anụ na o wee oge dota mere owe ndị Igbo n'ebe dota oge ochie. That would be the history. You see, country like we have Igbo in Senegal, Igbo tribe there. Let me not go because it will go back to talking. I don't want to start talking about slavery during the time of slave trade and all that. So, my people, thank you so much for your time and God bless you. Maxive Media, I think that's your name. He said, Pascal, I greet you. Indeed, I appreciate your effort and truthful stand. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. And I think this our brother. I have checked your media before. Are you not the person? Let me check it again. I think I have seen I've visited your platform in the past. Let me check it. Maybe you are not you are not the one. But that's something I want to check about it. I think then I commented on your video, but I did not hear anything again from you. Maybe you are in Bongo, I assume, because you don't often. I don't see you here often. I don't see you here often. I think you are the person that I wanted to do. That I told to. Are you not the person? I can't see you. Okay, I think you are not the person. I can't see you. I can't see you. This is your channel. I can't see that. I can't. Anyway, see you again, and God bless you all. Take care of yourself and remain blessed. Bye bye for now.